You have heard Newsmax is back on DirecTV and Uverse and their streaming services. We could not have accomplished this without all the terrific and loyal support from you, the Newsmax viewers nationwide, and lawmakers across Capitol Hill. One of those supporters is Texas Congressman Pete Sessions. He's a member of the House Committee on Financial Services. Congressman is joining us now, Pete Sessions. Good to see you, Congressman. Thank you so much. I just want to start this off first by thanking you for your support for Newsmax and for the viewers during this entire ordeal that's really been going on here since January.
Newsmax is very popular within not only Waco, Texas, but across the 17th District of Texas. And it was an important freedom opportunity for Newsmax to be able to see by people who want to see them. Very happy with the outcome.
Well, we're happy to be back as well, and we're able to bring the news in an informative way here on the channel. Talking about the news, as you know, earlier this week, the Fed raised interest rates by 1/4 of a percentage point. It was talked about it could be paused or it could be 1/2 point, again, 1/4. Fed Chair Jerome Powell is weighing in on this in the potential banking crisis and the collapse of a couple banks that we've seen. Here's that moment.
So at a basic level, Silicon Valley Bank management failed badly. They grew the bank very quickly. They exposed the bank to significant liquidity risk and interest rate risk. Didn't hedge that risk. These are not weaknesses that are at all broadly through the banking system. This was a bank that was an outlier in terms of both its percentage of uninsured deposits and in terms of its holdings of duration risk.
And as you're well aware, regulators are going to testify March 29th on the banking failures. What do you expect to hear or come from this, Congressman?
Well, we expect to hear a number of things, including that the regulators, relax in preparing themselves for this problem. It should be no surprise that this is part of an overall attack on capitalism by this administration. This bank, while it made, I think we'll find out, unwise choices and decisions, it is the pressure that is placed on their customers, many times to excessive rates of inflation, to get employees, to have employees come to work and to perform jobs that are very important to not only microbiology, but also to high tech in this country, in California, and they relax about how they approach that issue. But the overall feeling that still precedes all of this is that the Biden administration is placing huge financial risk on not just people, but on institutions of this country, and that harms capitalism and the growth that we have.
While I have you here, I want to ask you, you mentioned the president. TikTok has been a big topic. The CEO testifying before congressional leaders yesterday amid a possible TikTok ban across the U.S. We've seen, I think, 29 states already banned it on their devices, government devices. It's been banned on federal devices already, but a nationwide ban. Do you support that? Were you satisfied with what you heard from the CEO of TikTok in front of lawmakers yesterday? Where do you stand there, sir?
I think you expect TikTok to put a good face forward. The bottom line is it's the Communist Party. It's Chinese aggression against the United States of America. And while they said it's aimed for a vast number of people who are 18 and above, it is a creation that has taken light with the Communist Party. And I join with those other states that have banned this TikTok. I did not believe that they were convincing, even though they tried to put a good face on it. We need to be careful what is being taught to our children and what is allowed. I'm for banning TikTok.
Really quickly before you go, former President Donald Trump is holding a rally in Waco, Texas, a town you mentioned right off the top of this interview here. This is tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Newsmax will be carrying it live. Again, a 2024 presidential contender. Your thoughts on that? Have you spoken to the president? Will you be attending this?
In fact, I was born, raised, and live in Waco, Texas, about 2 miles from the airport where it will take place. There's a lot of excitement building in Waco, Texas, and across Texas for people who want to come and hear, not just from the president, but the issues and ideas that separate us from the Democratic Party, where their failures have harmed this country whether it's the border, whether it's fentanyl, whether it's economics. And we believe the president will come with a strong message. I only learned a week ago, so I have spoken to the president. The president called me back, left me a very kind message. I'm doing Nacogdoches, Texas on Saturday night. I agreed to come over a year ago for a big community event there. But my wife, Karen, will be there, and a lot of our friends who will be welcoming the president to Waco, Texas, with a great message for everybody. So
Well,
the president knows that I'm on his team and appreciate his work.
Ms. Karen will be representing, I'm sure. Texas Congressman Pete Sessions joining us live. Congressman, thank you for your time. We appreciate that.